Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Karen, is what you're supposed to say. Very good. Thank you so much. Are you ready to sing with me this morning? So everyone just go like this. Just go, ah, just make a note. Ah, just warm up your voice. Ah. So here's the one thing I want to tell you, that there are no wrong notes in God. So if you sing in the wrong key or sing different words, I don't care. You can sing whatever you want. I know you have masks on, and but it's okay to sing. I actually had one church I played a while ago that in the middle of me going, all right, everybody, let's sing, the music director ran up and said, no, we're not allowed to sing yet. Have them stop. So, but we can do that a little bit now. We can sing. So it goes like this. I sent my love over the mountains. I sent my love over the sea. I sent my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. That's the whole thing. Got it? Sing with me now. I sent my love over the mountains. Over the mountains, send my love. I send my love over the sea. Over the sea, I send my love. I send my love into the heavens, into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns. Now we got some hand motions you could do like this. I send my love. Put your hands over your heart. Over the mountains, little mountains. I send my love. Hands over your heart. Over the sea. Over the sea, little hula action. I send my love into the heavens. Into the heavens. And then you give yourself a little hug. And it returns to me. Does that feel good? Do it again. I send my love over the mountains. Over the mountains. Send my love. I send my over the sea. Over the sea, I send my love. I send my into the heavens, it returns to me, and it returns to me. I send my joy. I send my joy over the mountains. Send my joy over the sea. Send my joy. I send my joy into the heavens. Into the heavens, it returns to me, and it returns. Let's send our passion. I send my passion over the mountains. Over the mountains, send my passion. Over the sea. You do that very well, may I say. I send my passion into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns. All right, now think about where you want to send some prayers. I send my prayers. Where do you want to send them? Over the mountains, send my prayers. I send my prayers over the sea. Over the sea, I send my prayers. I send my prayers into the heavens. Into the heavens, it returns to me. You know what? I think we need hope to be sent someplace in this world. Think where you want to send hope. Hope over the mountains. Over the mountains, send hope. I send my hope. Over the sea, I send my hope into the heavens. Into the heavens, it returns, and it returns. All right, let's end up with love. I send my love as a prayer. I send my love over the mountains, yeah. Send my love over the sea. Over the sea, I send my love. I send my love into the heavens. Into the heavens, and it returns to me. And it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me. It returns, and it returns to me. Give yourself a hand. Beautiful. right, we are choosing today how our day is going to be. So what do you want your day to be about? What do you want your day to be about today? Happiness? What else? What else? What else? I love it. All those things and more is what we're going to claim today. So here's how we start our day. You just simply say, what do I want my day to be? I choose. And what do I want to feel today? Oh my goodness, you have all the words right there for me. I choose. I don't have to think at all. And what do I want to say today? It's up to me. I choose. I choose. I choose. I choose. Okay, you don't even have to look at the screen. I'm going to tell you what the words are. Am I getting photographed right now? I choose. Where are my hair and makeup people? They're taking pictures. Okay, here's what we do. We say this. Today, I choose to be grateful. To be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. Can you sing that with me now? Today, I choose to be grateful. To be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. How about thankful today? Happy, I mean. I choose to be happy. To be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy, happy. About peaceful today. Take a deep breath. I choose to be peaceful. To be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. Yeah, loving today. I choose to be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving, loving today. Joyful. I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful. Now I want you to think about what word you want today. Today, you're going to put it in that space. I choose to be what? To be. Claim your word. Today. I choose. What's your word? To be. Claim another word. Today. I choose. What's your word for today? To be present, joyful, happy, abundant today. I choose to be. Because whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. It's just all up to me. Today. I choose to be thankful, so thankful today. I choose to be thankful. Let's go back to grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, to be grateful, to be grateful, big finish. To be grateful. Oh, give yourselves a big round of applause for that. All right, so take everything off your laps. Allow yourself to just open your heart. Take a deep breath with me. So right here, right now, I claim a perfect day. A day of all those qualities of peace and joy and love grace, letting go, amazingly awesome things happening, miracles today. So as I allow myself to just sink into that place of connection with the divine, with God, with Source, with the universe, who says, yes, here we are in this beautiful sanctuary, in my community, in my tribe. So right now, I just let go of anything I need to let go of in my life to just be fully present in this service, to be open to the possibility of miracles, of transformation, of aliveness. And I claim my word for today. I claim that and say, yes, I know that this is what my day will be, full of endless possibilities. So as I take a deep breath and sink into that place of connection with Spirit, I say, thank you, God, for the miracles in my life, for the people in this community, for all the people that put this service together, and for the miracle that we're showing up again to be with each other in our communities. I say thank you. So everyone just say under your breath, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God, for it all. I release it into that infinite universe that just always says yes to whatever I say, whatever my intention is. So I release it, I let it go, I say thank you, God, and so it is.
I almost feel like I should say, that's the service. Everybody have a good day.
Thanks for coming.
But no, you have to stay. That was a great introduction. Great introductory prayer. Welcome everybody to Unity of the Valley Spiritual Center. My name's Paul Whitney. I'm your service assistant this morning, if I can get that out. And a very special welcome back to all of you who are joining us from home, because we have now started live streaming the service once again. So we see you out there. You in here soon. Everybody's waving to you. And as we like to do each and every Sunday, we'd like to start with a young person to light the Christ candle. And this morning it's Danica, who's a pro at this and who's helped me more times than I can count. Sometimes I feel like I should give Danica a microphone to tell all of us what it means to light this Christ candle. Like, why do we do this tradition each and every week? And Danica embodies the spirit of the living Christ within. She's full of energy, full of promise, full of joy, full of energy, full of wind. And she does that so beautifully. And as we look at Danica, let's go out front so everybody can take a long, hard look at you. We remind ourselves that we had this once too. We have it today. We just have to be reminded. And how are we reminded? We make the choice, just like Karen was saying. This is Karen, by the way. I'll introduce her later. That we choose to be grateful, loving, all the things that Danica so easily just exhibits by being herself. So what we're going to do is give Danica a very special blessing together. You are a beautiful child of God, Danica. Perfect in every way. You are loved unconditionally, just the way you are. And if Danica had a microphone, she'd say, you know what? It's true for all of you too. So let's say that for ourselves. I am a beautiful child of God, perfect in every way. I am loved unconditionally, just the way I am. And now Karen's going to help us sing Beautiful Child of God while, albeit small, no less great, that our children are going to go off to their Sunday school classes today. So let's sing her out.
I'm a beautiful child of God, a wondrous spirit of love and peace. My light will shine forever. I'm a beautiful child of God. You are. You're a beautiful child of... Look around the room and tell someone. A wondrous spirit of love and peace.
Thank you. That was really nice. Hey, everybody, this is Karen Drucker. Karen has been with us before, but not for quite some time now, and so we're happy to have her back. And Karen's been a keynote speaker, a retreat facilitator. She's written a best-selling book called Let Go of the Shore, Stories and Songs to Let the Spirit Free. I do that right? I did that right.
Awesome.
She's got over 20 CDs, and what's even better is not only is she with us for our Sunday service, today at noon, she's doing a special concert right here in this sanctuary. So let me tell you how this works. Just pay attention. After the service, which will be incredible, you go over to our great hall, and you know how there's usually like cookies and a couple of brownies? Well, today there's a whole bunch of other food there, so you don't have to rush out, get distracted in the community, and then try to make it back to Karen's concert. Just go over there, be great company, have something to eat, come back in the sanctuary. There's a $30 suggested love offering, but as you know, we're Unity. Nobody gets turned away in their ability to pay. So please come back for Karen's concert. You won't be disappointed. Also, Karen is offering an online class, and she's facilitating a woman's in-person retreat. And she'll have all that information for you, as well as her book, her CDs, at a table out in the great hall here after the service. Okay. It's going to be a great, great morning. Okay, our prayer chaplains are here each and every week, and they're standing, and they have these beautiful white stoles. They're there so that you can identify them after the service in case you have something you require prayer for. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold anything that you share with them in strict confidence, and they're here to pray with you and listen to you. So please make good use of them. Patricia and Pat are out there for you at your service. Our autumn tea. Oh, it's been corrected. Okay, thank you for that. The original announcement said August 17th, and I know everybody's going to like, I missed it. We haven't had an autumn, well, it's usually a spring tea. Now it's an autumn tea. We haven't had it since COVID, and it's long overdue. And it's going to be September 17th, and if you've never participated in this, it's really a great event, and the food is outstanding. It's as good as any high English tea I've ever eaten at, and I've eaten at some fairly snotty places that serve tea. This is just as good, I promise you. The men of Unity are going to be serving you. It's going to be a great time. The tickets are on sale, information again in the great hall. And Unity has done this many times before, and it's great to see a lot of these things that we used to host coming back now that COVID is hopefully calming down. But you can take a step forward, staying healthy and active by participating in this Lifeline screening event that's going to take place on Tuesday, September 6th, right here in Unity Hall, the big hall where you're going to be eating lunch. And then we want you, if you know crafters or if you are a crafter, to consider signing up for our Unity of the Valley Spiritual Center annual craft fair. It's going to be right here again in our great hall, Saturday, November 12th. Sounds like a really not. It's going to be upon us before we know it. So please contact the office if you'd like to participate in that as a crafter, or if you could tell somebody who is a crafter about our event. Okay, and now, oh, what am I doing? I thought this was your song. It's not your song. We have our fall reflections program, as we do each and every fall, beginning on September 18th. And this fall, we'll be following the book called Fearless Living. There are sign-up sheets in the Great Hall, or if you would like to online, the sign-up sheets will be ready in the Great Hall coming soon. But just mark that date, because that's right around the corner, September 18th. These are groups that either meet here at the church or in individuals' homes. And there's a weekly assignment from the reading, and we meet together and talk about it and have a great time. And if you've never participated in this, don't be intimidated. It's a great way to get to know people in the church much, much better. It's a wonderful time. So our statement of faith, we'd like to say together each and every Sunday, because it really consolidates why we're here together each week. So together, if you'd say this with me, there's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good. Now, Karen, now.
Now.
I was so excited to hear you sing again. I was jumping ahead. Now Karen's going to lead us in something amazingly awesome.
Okay. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me and you today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. That's really all I have to say. Thanks so much for coming. Really appreciate it. That was my talk right there. Okay, you ready? So you can dance in your seats if you want. Wiggle a little bit. It goes like this. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome. You got it. Gonna happen to me today. Yeah. Now I'll sing my little mantra. I'm gonna get it in my head. 'Cause today is a party. I'm gonna leap on out of bed. And I start my day in this way, knowing everything is okay. I look for the good in everything. Makes me wanna sing. Here's your part now, 3-part harmony. Something amazingly awesome gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Yeah. It's not out in the future, it's right before my eyes. The beauty, joy, and wonder, it's time I realize that every moment is a gift. All it takes is the slightest shift to see the good in everything. Will make you want to sing. Choreography now. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Yeah. So I want you to think about what could be amazingly awesome that could happen to you today. Just close your eyes for a minute. It could be a call from a friend. It could be picking up a $100 bill on the street. Who knows? But here's the deal. How can I be open to it? Gratitude, gratitude. But what if I'm not really feeling it? Gratitude, gratitude. I believe in the power. What I say will be. I've finally learned the lesson that gratitude is the key. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Now, this is an affirmation. So you're going to say this with me a few times. You're going to just say, amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Amazing, everything. Just say, it's all amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's all amazing. Amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me and you today. Amazingly awesome gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is gonna happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome Turn to the person next to you and say, you know what? You're amazing. Just tell them. Just tell them you're amazing. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen. Now, I've got to tell you, first of all, before we do this, could you do me a favor and just give me applause one more time? Just really applause. Okay, so you have to know that for the past 2.5 years, this is all I've heard. Can you hear this one? Can you hear that? This is my applause button. So when I would be online, doing all my little online concerts and talks and all these different things, at the end of things, it would be like you just see everybody, they're all on mute, and they're doing this, but you never hear them. So someone gave me this. So I wouldn't feel so bad, because I kept going, the one thing I really miss is hearing people laugh and people, applauding and stuff. So something amazingly awesome is happening to me right now because I'm here with you. You are only my third church that I've been to in all of this time. I came back I've had a few gigs. Can you turn this down just a little teeny bit? It sounds a little loud to me. But I'm just starting to kind of come back out, and it just feels wonderful to be with all of you. So this is amazingly awesome to be with you. So the song was written, I want to tell you about this song. So there's a wonderful author by the name of Pam Grout. She wrote a book called The E-Myth and the E-Myth Revisited, and she had this wonderful book called Thank and Grow Rich. And she has all these little exercises in her book. And one of her exercises was, she said, every morning before you start your day, wake up and say, something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. So in typical Karen Drucker fashion, I put little yellow stickies all around my house, and this is how I write all my songs. You have to know that whenever you hear any of my songs, you get to see what all my issues are, because this is what I write about. And I put little stickies, money is coming to you, you have thin thighs, you're a foxy babe, whatever it is. I put these little stickies everywhere. But this was my assignment, something amazingly awesome. So I put these all around my house. And I realized, well, if I do what I do with all my other songs, if I put music to it, I'm going to remember this little affirmation. So I started to sing, something amazingly awesome is happening to me. And I started to sing this. And I thought, after a while, well, this is actually a pretty fun song. I wonder if I could write this song. And so I thought, well, I need to get permission. So I wrote to Pam Grout, who's this big #1 New York Times bestseller. She's this famous person. But I just went to her website, and I went on the contact page. And I wrote to her, I said, hi there, Pam, my name's Karen Drucker, and I write these positive songs, and I just wanted to see if you would be open to me putting music to your little affirmation. And I did something, this is how I live my life. This is something my father taught me years ago. He said, just throw out pebbles into the lake every day. Pebbles of kindness, pebbles of what you want, pebbles of inquiry. Just throw pebbles out, and you never know what's going to come back. If it'll be a ripple that comes back in 6 months, if it comes back right away, if it's a big wave. But just keep throwing things out. So this was an example of this. I just threw this out into the universe and just said, hey, Pam, here's this song. And forgot about it pretty much because, I didn't expect to hear from her. And then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, I get this email back from her saying, the Karen Drucker? Well, yes, the Karen Drucker. And she said, my little church in Unity of Lawrence, Kansas, we sing your songs all the time. I'm a big fan of yours. And this is what's really, gave me goosebumps. She said, years ago, when your book first came out, the minister came to me because I'm a writer and said, would you take this book and write an 8-week class out of it? This beautiful 8-week class based on my book. Somebody sent this to me. I never knew who sent it to me, where it came from. And she said, oh, yeah, not only I'm a fan of yours, but I wrote the treatment for this whole class of yours. And I went, it was you? And she said, my bucket list dream is to write a song. So I said, girlfriend, here we go. And so where it was a little chant, it turned into a whole song, and now we're good friends, and we're writing more songs. But That's the kind of stuff of amazingly awesome, where if I didn't have that thought, if I didn't allow myself to have the thought of, well, here, this could be kind of amazingly awesome, and throw it out in the world, the universe brought it back to me, and it became this miracle. But I want to look at some of the words from this song. Well, actually, before I do that, I want to say this first. So to start having amazingly awesome things happen, it starts with how you start your day. That's why I sang that song, Today I Choose. What is it that you choose? What is it? How are you starting your day every morning? So when you wake up in the morning, do you stumble into the bathroom, look at the mirror, and go, oh my God, have you gotten more beautiful overnight? What is it? Look at this body. Are you just perfection or what? Did you do that this morning? Or did you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, everything's dropping? Because here's the thing, when we start our day either saying something amazingly awesome is going to happen, or today I choose to have, abundance in my life, or presence in my life, or more love in my life, we will set that in motion. The universe, I just truly believe the universe is all sitting up there just going, what does she want today? When I don't have anything on my mind, it gives me kind of nothing. But if I say my intention today is to spread love, I will have opportunities to either heal that part of me or create more love or have more love come to me. It just does that. One of the things that I have done with all of my albums is I have albums. Do we still call it that? CDs, whatever they are. I have specifically started every album with the very first song is going to be a song that starts you off with a positive message. So I start my day with love. I have thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. The first song will always be something positive. And that's based on years ago when I was in a hotel room. I was on the road doing my thing, and I had an alarm clock radio. And the very first thing that I heard that day when the alarm clock radio woke me up was Linda Ronstadt singing to me just to remind me to start my day in this present way. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. And then she goes, I'm going to say it again. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. So what do you think I'm hearing in my mind all day long? How not good I am. So we have to reframe that. We have to turn around and go, I'm so good. You just have to say whatever it is that you want to say to yourself, and you start your day that way. So looking at the lyrics of this song, I want to just look at that. I start my day in this way, knowing everything is okay. I start my day knowing that my day is going to just unfold the way it's supposed to. I look for the good in everything, and it will make me want to sing that's something amazingly awesome. Every moment is a gift. I love this line. Every moment is a gift. All it takes is the slightest shift. Do you know, I have this one song, I do sign language a lot with my songs, and the sign language for transformation or shift is that. Just that. Boop. We always think that when we have a moment of aha or a transformation, it's got to be like the angels are singing and lightning comes. It doesn't have to be that. It could be like that. The baggage you've been carrying for years, that forgiveness or whatever, those belief systems, it's in a Gucci bag, and you go to a party and you put it down and go, hi, I'm Karen, and here's all my issues with me. Let me show you who I am. It could be that much of a shift like that all of a sudden it just changes. So every moment is a gift. All it takes is the slightest shift to see the good in everything. And it'll make you want to sing that something amazingly awesome is going to happen. But you have to be present. That's one of the reasons why one of my first things I say every day is, what do I want my day to be? I want to be present to the situation. I want to be present everywhere I am. Because a miracle could be right in front of you like this, and if you're not present, if you're in La La Land, you're not even going to see it. I have this great picture. I wish I could put it up on the screen, but I want you to imagine it. I have this great photograph that someone took of someone on a boat. And here's this guy checking his emails. He has his head down in his phone with his fingers going, and a whale is coming right in front of his boat. And he doesn't even see it because he's like that. You have to be present to be able to see those miracles. And you have to keep affirming that the miracles are there. And sometimes we have to act as if. Sometimes even when our lives are in the toilet. As for some of us through COVID, this has been hard times. It's been a really, really hard time for all of us. So to acknowledge that, and even in the midst of all that, to be able to say, and there are miracles. I mean, even in COVID, when we were locked down and we were freaking out and all this kind of stuff, the amount of kindness that you heard of people doing things for people. I have this one little picture of this little girl in, I don't even know, in like some Eastern European country. And she heard about all the people in her town, everyone was locked down. And she said to her mom, well, what about the older people that can't get out and get food or, see people? And so she started hand delivering little notes to some of the people on her block, the older people, every day. And she said to her mom, well, I'm a postman, I need to have an outfit. And her mom went to the local postman and said, do you have any kind of like a little outfit for her? And they gave her this official little postage satchel, and she would go door to door with her little official postman thing, and this was like her job every day, to write notes to all the people, just saying, I'm thinking of you, and leaving them a little bit of candy or whatever. But we have to just be present enough to see what's going on and see how we can help and what it is that we can do. And in so doing, that's when the miracles happen. That's when the miracles happen. What if I'm not open to it? That's one of the lyrics in that song. But what if I'm not open to it? What if I can't see it? What if I'm so in my head that I can't see the miracle? And the backup singers on that album are saying, gratitude, gratitude. So sometimes it's looking at the smallest thing that you can be grateful for. At one point in my life, I was in one of those dark nights of the soul. Anyone ever go through that, where it's just, you just can't see the light anywhere? And I remember waking up one morning and I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just in that dark place and just going, ugh, and I can't see anything. But all of a sudden, I love food. What can I tell you? I love food. And I just had this idea of walking down to the bakery, that was just a couple blocks away, and getting a little pastry with this delicious coffee. And I just thought, all right, that will get me out of bed. And I remember, just thinking, just something as simple as knowing that I was going to go and get that little cup of coffee. And just by getting up and getting out, I wound up getting in a conversation with someone in the coffee store and, just did a transformation just like that. But it's being open and giving thanks for everything. Even when it's not so great. Giving thanks for it, that there's something that will be revealed. And I'm not at all saying that expression that we use a lot of times of, it's all good. I hate it when people say that to me. I want to slap them. It's not all good. Sometimes it's not all good. But to be able to just say, it will be revealed. That's another one of my favorite expressions. It will be revealed. I don't know what's happening right now in my life, but it will be revealed. So one of the things that I love doing, that is kind of one of my things, is I love swimming in the San Francisco Bay. It's pretty weird. That's one of my passions. I belong to this wonderful club called the Dolphin Club in San Francisco. And actually, my claim to fame is that I was on the first American women's relay team to swim the English Channel. But I've done, Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge and Lanai to Maui and Lake Tahoe as relays. But this story just is such a perfect example of this, of being present to what is true. And so I've been swimming all my life. I was training for the Olympics as a kid. So whenever we had a swim with my club, I would always be in the top 5 or the top 10 of people finishing. And every single time I did a swim, there was this guy named George who would be right next to me. And he would even come up to me before we'd start the swim and go, okay, Drucker, I see you. I got you on this one. And we'd have this little psych out thing. But you would have 50 or 60 people jump into the water, and within 3 minutes, George and I are side by side, looking at each other, trying to beat each other. And this would happen. This is happening for years. But we did this swim under the Golden Gate Bridge. This was a couple of years ago. And George comes up to me with this whole thing. And we're swimming, and as it was with every other swim, everybody kind of clears out. And here's George and I, and we're swimming stroke for stroke, and we're trying to battle it out. And all of a sudden, I look, and he's not there anymore. And I don't know what's going on. And I stop, and I look, and here's George over here doing water ballet. And he's all of a sudden just going like this, putting his toes up and doing water ballet. And I swim over to him, and I go, George, what are you doing? We're in a race here. What's going on? Have you lost your mind? And he says, Karen, when will we ever be underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, looking at the beauty and the wonder of this structure? Why would we put our heads down and just try and go as fast as we can to the other side? And I went, you're right. And in that moment, it was my shift, where I went over with him, and we started doing water ballet. And we're just playing around, and all of a sudden now all the people that we would always beat are coming up and going, what are you guys doing? It's a race. And we're going, we're doing water ballet. It's a beautiful day, and we're seeing the sun and the fog. And they just said, you're crazy. We're going to beat you. And they go racing off. But it made that shift for me. It made that shift that I would never be the same. I would never, ever do a race where all I did was put my head down and try and get to the other side. Why would I do that? Because life is this beautiful, wondrous, amazing thing that when we allow ourselves to be present to it all, that's when the miracles happen. You know, before COVID, I used to travel all the time. I mean, I was on the road all the time. And I loved what I did, but I was pretty burnt out from all of that. And I had this experience, again, something amazingly awesome. I started my day that morning saying, okay, I want to be present and open to whatever happens today. Well, I get to the airport, the Huntsville, Alabama airport, in plenty of time. And I think I remember that there was all this traffic, and I was getting really stressed out. And I have to get there. And I get to the airport, and they say it's going to be a 3-hour delay, which is always really fun, isn't it? To just sit in an airport everything. And it's a really small airport. So I start using my principles of just okay, release, let go, just be one with what's happening, even though I'm completely upset and pissy. But I'm in this awful mood, and I just keep trying to pray. But I go and I just sit by my gate, and I think, okay, I've got 3 hours. And I allow myself to just stop and pray. And when I opened up my eyes, it was literally like the angels went, that there was a spotlight on a white grand piano sitting at the gate right next door to where I was sitting. Now, what would the chances of a white grand piano be in an airport? But all of a sudden, I just kind of looked around and said, well, maybe this is like a gift from God. I get to go over and play piano. So I went over there, kind of, thinking that I'm going to get caught and someone's going to tell me not to do this. But I start playing, and I'm thinking, well, how perfect. I can write some songs. I can have a good time. And all of a sudden, I see a security guy come. And, I'm thinking, oh, I'm busted. I can't do this. And he goes, wow, you play really great. My life ambition is to learn how to play piano and be a songwriter. And I went, well, honey, it's your lucky day because we've got 3 hours. So come on down. And so this guy sat down with me. I gave him a piano lesson. We wrote a song. We had all these people coming around listening to us. I wound up doing a little concert with this guy. Big applause at the end, and it was just, he just said, thank you. That was a miracle. And I said, thank you. That was my miracle. That's what it is, something amazingly awesome. I had another one where I was traveling on Southwest Airlines, and, I got the coveted A position. So I'm standing in front, and I see this situation. And this is, again, being present, and these are the miracles. I was being present that I could see a situation happening where this guy was taking his elderly mother to the gate. I could tell he was just kind of delivering her there, and she looked like maybe she had a little bit of dementia or something. She just seemed not all there. And as he walked away, I could feel his tension, because I'd been there with my parents. I know that feeling of, I'm not in control here. And as he was walking away, he kept looking back to make sure she was okay. But when he looked back, he caught my eye. And I just said, I'll watch out for her. Don't worry, I'll watch out. And he just said, oh, thank you. And he left. So now we get on the plane and we go to our destination. And as I'm walking up, I always want to call it a gangplank. It's the jetway. As I'm walking up the jetway, I see her at the top, and she looks kind of disoriented, like she doesn't know where to go. And I come up to her and I go, hi, my name's Karen. I'll take you to whoever is, picking you up here. And she looks at me and she goes, oh, Karen, you look fabulous. Have you lost weight? Go, well, no, but thank you so much. And so I walk her to her gate, and I'm seeing that it looks like the other brother is picking her up, and he's kind of anxious and whatever, and I kind of deliver her to him, and she says, oh, are you spending the weekend with us? I sure hope so. We have a room for you and everything. No. And the brother's like, who are you? But my point is, it's like when I allowed myself to be present, because that was a miracle to me. To just have that whole situation of interacting with this woman and talking to her. And I think that everything in our life is an opportunity to choose love. That's what's amazingly awesome, is that life every day gives you an example, gives you a situation where you can choose love or you can choose to shut down. Choosing love or choosing to shut down. And I think that idea of saying, don't wait for it to show up. Choose it first and throw the pebbles out first, because you never know. There's miracles. Actually, everyone just look around the room right now. Just look around at each other for a second. This is a miracle that we're all together. Because, the one thing I've learned from all of my travels to Unity churches all around this country is that, yes, it's about the minister, yes, it's about the message, yes, it's about the music, but the real thing is this. It's this community. It's a community that loves you and holds you, and when you walk in this room, you are seen and heard. At all my women's retreats, the thing we do after anybody says anything is we say, you are seen and you are heard. So people hear that all weekend long. Isn't that the greatest gift we can give anybody? I mean, when you look at miracles, isn't the greatest gift you can give is that someone is fully present listening to you speak about what's going on for you? That you were seen and you were heard? That to me is what it's all about. So one other thing I want to say. I mentioned the English Channel before. When you're making changes, when you're looking at your life right now and you're thinking, oh, it might take a while for me to get more to this place of being present or being open to these things, and I'm feeling all my problems. One of the things about when I swam the English Channel is that I was the second swimmer in the water. And you actually have to sign this paper that says, yes, I understand that if a big tanker ship comes along and cuts me in half, that's okay, I understand. Here's the piece of paper. Because the deal is that a tanker ship, when they're cruising by, and we're going this way, they need a mile out to change 1 degree, to move 1 degree, a mile out. So in other words, if I'm swimming underneath, he can't go, oh my gosh, and change the wheel. He's got to know so far out that he's going to just go that much. So I love using this little story because it really allows you to look at anything in your life, that it starts in consciousness first. That you say, I want to make this change. I want to be open to miracles. I want to be open to the possibility of what my life can be. And when you start that consciousness shift, it becomes this, and eventually it can move your life into this whole other direction. And will it show up tomorrow? Who knows? It could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now. But you start in consciousness saying, I know that something amazing is happening in my life. Even though right now I might not be able to see it, I know it's happening. I affirm it, I claim it, I know it. But the main thing we have to do all the time with this is being gentle with ourselves. Because when you're gentle with yourself, when you give yourself that break, it allows you to have that openness. So let's do a little meditation around that. You can turn this off. And it turned off for some reason. There we go. All right, so do me a favor, close your eyes for just a moment. So I'm going to teach you this little song, and you're going to sing with me. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. That's the whole thing right there. I will be gentle with myself. Again, I will be gentle with and I will hold myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. So take a deep breath. And in this moment, just drop down in that place of stillness. That place that connects with the divine. And just allow yourself to take a magic wand to your life. And just picture, if you had an amazingly awesome life, what would it look like? Is it more love? Is it love for yourself? Feeling healthy? Is it having a job that you love? Friends you love? So just picture in your mind's eye some people in your life. And from your heart, just extend that love. And sing that again to yourself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with, and I will hold myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. Sing it again. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with and I will hold myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I want you to think about something you want in your life. And I want you to picture, if you have an inner critic, does anyone have an inner critic here, or is it just me? I want you to picture that inner critic, and maybe something that they said to you recently. I want you to put your hand on your heart and make this declaration to yourself. The next time that critic comes up, that you say, oh, no. I will be easy on myself. Just say that with me. I will be easy on myself. Again, I will be easy on and I will love myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. It's so important to say that to yourself. I will be easy on myself. Again, I will be easy on and I will love myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. All right, so take a deep breath. And knowing right now, from what we were talking about, that amazing things could happen. I want you to picture yourself looking in the mirror at yourself and declaring to yourself that you are amazing, that you can do anything you want to do, that God has your back, that you can be open to the possibility of anything happening to you. But it starts with you. Let's affirm, I am gentle. I am gentle with you just allow it to come when it does. I am gentle with, and I love myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. I am gentle. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I love myself. I love myself like a newborn baby child. And I hold myself like a newborn. And I hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I love myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. So this week, I want you to do a homework for me. I want you to think of 2 things that could be amazingly awesome that could happen to you? Just 2 things. There might be more. But just say to yourself, I am open to the possibility. Actually, repeat after me. I am open to the possibility of amazing things happening to me right now, anytime, anywhere, because the truth about me is I deserve it, I claim it, and I'm fabulous. Thank you all for listening. You're amazingly awesome.
Thank you, Karen. That was amazingly awesome. So this is the time in our service where we ask for you to give from your heart and make this church continue to be amazingly awesome. And we have several ways in which you can give. You can text the word give to this number that's up on the board. You can go to our website and hit that large donate button. You can still write a check and deposit it in the basket on the way out the door today from our sanctuary. And as you do, I want you to hold that blessing and love offering in your heart and give it this special blessing that Karen's going to sing with us, lead us in singing the blessing.
Let me teach it to you. God's love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I have, all that I give, all that I give, and all that I receive. Do that again. God's love through me, blesses and multiplies, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I am, all that I have, all that I have, all that I give, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Thing to have in your mind.
Now, what happens if in coming weeks they expect the service assistant to sing this with them?
Then
I'm in big trouble.
And
I'm in big trouble. Okay, all right. So if you repeat with me our affirmation of divine substance, the inexhaustible resource of spirit is equal to every demand. There is no reality in lack. Abundance is here and now manifest. And now we're going to stand as you're able, and Karen's going to lead us in the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with thee. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. Different words than I'm used to. In perfect harmony, let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my take each moment let there be peace on earth.
God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. Presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. We are one holy family. We celebrate our oneness and honor our diversity.
So I'm knowing, claiming right now, amazingly awesome things are happening to me, to you, to all of us. So everyone say, something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Now turn around and say, to you, to all of us. There you go. Good job. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Got it? Here we go. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Do it again. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Let's go to love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. For all my blessings. Love gives me everything. Go back to God. God is my source. Put your hands together. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Just that last line. God gives me everything I need. One more time. God gives me everything I need. Everything, everything, everything. Thank you all for listening. Come back at 12. We'll sing lots of fun songs. Go eat.